Hello everyone. I am Dr.V.Srividhya. The subject which I am going to discuss is entrepreneurship development for 5th SEM BCom. In entrepreneurship development, the unit I'm going to discuss is preparing the business plan, and the subtopic is meaning and importance. So, under preparing the business plan, we are going to discuss in detail regarding the meaning and importance of business plan. What is business plan? Before we go to discuss what is business plan, let us understand what is planning. By now, I think as you all are in final years, you would have learned about planning, organizing, all this in management or in some subject. You would have definitely discussed about what is planning. Is that planning is required only for business? No, it is required in all the aspects of our life. So, planning is very important. In planning, if we try to answer what, when, where, why, who, for whom, how much, how, all this W's and H. Planning as five wives and two husbands. Five wives in the sense 5W. What, when, where, why, by whom, how, and how much. So, if all this answered, definitely anything in your life can be achieved. Without planning, it is not advisable to do anything. Because you may think like I'm very perfect. Yes, I can do it directly. Why planning, charting out, and just analyzing what to do and all? No, it's not like that. If you plan in a systematic manner, how you are going to do it, when are you going to do it, why, and where are you going to do it, who will do it, how much you are going to do, all this, if it is answered, your planning becomes complete. As such, even in business also, whatever may it be, you have to plan and do it. Only when planning is there, you can have that as like agenda, or you can have this that as a diary and start working out. So what is this business plan? Business plan is a comprehensive written description of the business of an enterprise. So clearly it is stated that it is a written description. Comprehensive means it's not like writing stories or something like that. It is a written description of the business, like what you're going to do, what the business is planning to do, all such, what all is required if you want to complete the business, all such activities will be recorded in this business plan. That is the reason it is written, it is stated as it's a comprehensive written description. Means it is not like oral. Everything should be in writing. Then only you will be able to do it effectively. It is a detailed report on a company's products or services, production techniques, markets and clients, marketing strategy, human resources, organization, requirements in respect of infrastructure and supplies, financing requirements and sources and uses of funds. So when you just go through this, you can make out like what else is not covered. Almost all the aspects is covered, which means to say that only if you take into consideration all the factors which is required for running a business into consideration and plan all the activities. Planning in the sense it should be written. Like suppose if you, for example, if you want to prepare financial plan, you have to find out how much finance is required for that business, for running that organization or for starting the organization, or as working capital or for the borrowing funds. How all this, it is not like just you're going to start and immediately you're going to get the funds. Maybe you may be having like hot cash, but is it enough? Even if it is enough also, whatever funds you are having, that has to be planned for what it is going to be used. That is uses of funds. You have sources, fine. For sources you don't have any trouble going to the banks or to the financial institutions, but then also you have to chart out like how we are going to apply that funds application. So sources and application has to be planned. So this one example I give regarding finance. Same way, when you take into consideration each and every aspect of the business, everything has to be planned in a systematic manner. Only when it is planned in a systematic manner and it is written also. It should be in writing. See, what you think you have to do today, tomorrow if you think maybe some 5 points, you would have thought, okay, I have to take up this 5 points when I'm going to do the work. But what happens is in that 5 points, next day you think you may not get 1 point. Only 4 points comes to your mind. See, it's human. The mind is not a computer. In exceptional cases, maybe yes, they have a very strong memory power. They might remember all that. But all human beings, when you take into consideration, it's not possible. They can't store everything in the brain like computers. So it is better. It should be written. Written in the sense you can also store in the computer also. Type and store it in the computer. That is called as written description. Doesn't mean you have to write in a paper and keep it. So everything, whatever is going to be planned, that has to be recorded and kept it. So that whenever you feel that yes, you are not clear about certain topic, you can just take out and check where what has gone wrong and what you have not taken into consideration. So everything will be recorded. Since it is recorded, it is easy for reference and implementation. So I think so you would have understood why we need to prepare a plan and how comprehensive it should be and why it should be written and kept so that you can refer as and when it is required. Why I am not going to discuss about production, marketing and all. No, each and everything has to be planned. That we'll be discussing in the coming topics, like how for production, what all you have to plan, for marketing, what all you have to plan. So each and every topic will be discussed in detail. I hope you would have understood at least the meaning why you have to prepare the business plan and what is business plan. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಸಾಧಿಸೋಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ನೀವು ಏನು ಸಾಧಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಖಂಡಿತ ಸಾಧಿಸ್ತೀರ. ಇವನ್ ನೀವು ಇನ್ನು ಓದೋದ್ರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದನ ಒಂದು ತಗೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದನ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಖಂಡಿತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅದು ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ನಾವು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Now we'll discuss what is importance of business plan. Why we are preparing this business plan. When you prepare the business plan, getting an integrated view of the business. Now, as I told you, like only when you prepare the business plan, you will have an idea as to what has to be done, everything. As I told, all W you have to answer. So it gives a full view of the business. Integrated in the sense everything will be compiled. Together you will come to know like what the business is going to do and how, where, when, everything will be known once you see the business plan. So business plan ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಕಂಪನಿ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯೋ ಅದೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಖಂಡಿತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Committing the plans to paper ensures that overall ability to manage the business will improve. Now, as I told you before only, committing the plans to paper ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, if you are writing whatever you are planning, if it is in written form and if you just look at it, you can make out like what is the overall ability to the to manage the business will improve. And how you can improve, how you can manage the business, everything, each and everything, all the detail will be there in the business plan. So ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಬರೆದು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನು ನೀವು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರೋ ಅದು ಬರೆದಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದು ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟೀಮ್. ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ mutual means it is like both together. See, you will understand what is my work, I'll understand what is my work, and since it is clear cut who all should do what, where and how it should be done, where when it should be done, by what time you have to complete, everything is there in the plan. So what happens, there will be good understanding, mutual understanding. See, ಗೊಂದಲ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನೀನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅವ್ರವ್ರದ್ದು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯವನ್ನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆನೂ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಿಸ್ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ದಟ್ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ದಿ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟೀಮ್. ಈಚ್ ಒನ್ ವಿಲ್ know their responsibility and they just keep quiet and be doing their work. They'll not be showing their four fingers on others. So hey, this is my responsibility. I have to do it. I will do it. Like that, if you do, everything will go on well. Determining financial needs and applying for funds. As I gave the example in the last slide, stating that if you want to plan regarding finance, so you will be knowing what is my requirement, how much I have to arrange for the funds, and how I am going to use it. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ನನಗೆ ಹಣಕಾಸು, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತರ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ತರ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಗೊಂದಲ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಫಂಡ್ಸು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಫಂಡ್ಸು, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಯಾವ್ದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅದು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದೆಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ಆ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊಂದಲ ಇರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Approval from board of directors, shareholders. It's not that just preparing the business plan by some X and Y. No, after preparing, it will be uh, approved from board of directors and also shareholders. Since it goes to the board of directors and everyone are aware what is going to happen in the business, even the approval is given, when they state yes, it is approved, it can be carried on, that indicates that even they have gone through it. So they also will be aware. Both directors and shareholders also will have the knowledge as to what has to be done, what will be done by the business, what all they are going to do. Everything is given in the business plan. As such, they also will be aware of it. Then recruiting in the sense manpower, how much is required, to what extent it's required, what type of manpower is required, whether skilled, unskilled, what is the educational qualification required. See, as I told you, planning does not cover only one aspect, as it covers all the aspects. In that, it is clearly mentioned what type of human resources are required and who will be fit to what job. All, not only in finance, even in human resources also they have to plan. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓಕೆ 10 ಜನ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದಾರಪ್ಪ, ಹಾಕಿ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಿ, 10 ಜನನ ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಆ ಥರ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ಥರ ಆ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇರೋರು ಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಂಬಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನಾವು ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ಥರ ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬೇಕು ಹಾಗೆ ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ರಿಕ್ರೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ದಿ organization through business plan. Deriving objectives for employees. Yes, as I told you, it is approved by the shareholders as well as directors. So shareholders and directors will know what is their responsibility. Even that will be mentioned. Not only that, even for objectives for employees, which means based on the plan, objectives can be derived for employees, which means that, see, each employee should know what is their duty, what is their responsibility. Just like that, just blindly, if you're going to undertake some job, that won't be helpful to the business. So each employees will be given their objectives that will be derived from the business plan. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏನೇನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶಗಳು, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೋ, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅವ್ರವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ನೋಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ತಿಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ನಿಮ್ದು ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನು, ನೀವು ಈ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಸಾಧಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಪೂರೈಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಹ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನೇನು ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಚೀವ್ ಇಟ್. So whatever is requirement for achieving the target, you can inform us. We'll see to that will be provided for you. So it is like two-way communication. You are informing the employees about their duties and the employees in turn will inform us as to what is the requirement. Informing lenders in the sense creditors or who is going to give you borrowed funds, all this has to be informed to them, because without informing, it is not like you can get everything easily. If you want one credit, you have to run 101 times to the bank. So lenders, even bank also can be taken. All are going to provide you funds or whatever way they are going to help you by giving. All those persons should be ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಸಾಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೋ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಮೆಷಿನರಿನ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಲೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಏನೇ ಇರಲಿ ಅವರೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಇಂದ ಖಂಡಿತ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್, ಅದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂಥರ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌದು, ಈ ಕಂಪನಿ ನನಗೆ ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನನಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಅನ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅದು ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಓಕೆಪಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂಥರ ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈಡ್ ಬೈ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್. ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಟು, it is a very good tool for sales. So ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರದು ಏನ್ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ತರ ಇದು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನ್ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್, ಏನ್ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಟೂಲ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದೊಂಥರ ಇದು ತರ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಟಿಪ್ಸ್ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಟೂಲ್. ರೋಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ರೋಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಗೂಗಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್. ಸೊ ಅದೊಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಪೇ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವುದು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟು, ಯಾವುದು ಲಾಂಗ್ ರೂಟು, ಯಾವುದು ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ರೋಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀರಾ. ಆ ತರ ಇದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾನು ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ರೋಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ತರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೇಗೆ, ಏನು, ಎಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದೊಂದು ರೋಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. Since it indicates each and everything, it gives full directions as to what is done, where is done, who is going to do everything. Like roadmap, as I told you, roadmap indicates how you can go, where you can go. Like that, as soon as you see the business plan, it is like one map which will give you full information regarding the business. So it's very important. You can say that business plan is very important. See, just if you see this image, what all is covered in this. Even when you talk about business plan, what all you are going to cover under this: market, mission, who is the team who is going to achieve it, how they are going to put into action, who all are in the management team, how training will be given, what SWOT analysis also will be taken into consideration. SWOT is strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. Now it is SWOT, SWOC, it is taken as SWOC. C instead of threat, it is challenge. What are the challenges the company has to face? So each and every aspect, how we are going to reach the success also, it is mentioned in this slide. You can see how from a smaller ladder to you are going to reach the highest ladder. When all the business plan, whatever is planned, when it is carried on effectively, finally that will lead to the success of the business. Who is going to be the leader, how it is analyzed, what time you are going to manage, what about market, what about training, what is your ultimate goal, how we are going to achieve. So when just you see at this image, it gives the full information about the business plan. It is not like only one aspect, all the aspects are covered in this business plan. So this image one, as I told you in all the slides, somewhere or the other I'll try to insert this image, because till now what all we have discussed regarding the business plan, this will be put in a concise form. As soon as you see this image, you'll understand like what exactly you want to learn. So these are the books which I recommend to refer for you, and also I have given the website link where we can see the images. After studying any topic, if you want to just have a gist of what you have studied, if you just go through that one image, you'll be able to understand. So you go through this website link what I have given, you will get many images. Thank you all for listening to this video. I hope like after listening to this video, you would have understand exactly what is business plan. Not only that, what is planning as such, why we have to plan, what are the importance. All these topics has been covered in this video. Thank you once again for listening.